Hello YouTube, this is Patrick Kelly, a photographer and editor and a small-time videographer here and there. And today I'm bringing a new review of a lens that I have been using a lot more. I just got done with a shoot with it and it was mostly my primary lens for that shoot. It was a party when I was just asked to photograph the food and advertising of the food there, and I got a few shots of some people, but the lens that we're talking about today is the Sigma 35mm f1.4. This lens has replaced my Canon 24 to 105mm f4L as one of my favorite lenses. I'm starting to understand why many people love prime lenses over zooms. Now, zooms have their place, but I feel like primes are a lot more amazing than I gave them credit for. But this lens has done phenomenal. But let's get to the cons of the lens first. Now, one of the cons of this lens is that it loses focus about 15 to 20% of the time. So when you're getting pictures, you should be getting multiple pictures of the same thing, while making sure you hit your autofocus button or you're manually focusing it correctly. Now, I primarily use autofocus because in my field it's always go, go, go. You don't have time to set up a shot and get some pictures of it. Next, it is a third-party lens, so there might be some little difficulties when you hook it up to your Canon camera at first, but simple fixing, software development, or software upgrade, and you should have a phenomenal time. That's pretty much all I can say about it. It does have a little bit of vignetting, but nothing that can't be fixed in post-production. Now, let's move on to the pros. Now, the pros of this lens is amazing image quality. It has great bokeh, even at 35mm, which is pretty wide, but it's a phenomenal lens. Like I said, it's replaced my favorite lens. I primarily shoot with primes now over my zoom, but I love this lens. It does its job and then more. The photos as you see here, they turned out phenomenal, in my opinion. The people liked them, the clients liked them, so this is not going on my portfolio because this is not the type of photography I want to specialize in, but it was a gig, so I just went with it and took it. It wasn't something I wasn't uncomfortable with, so I figured, hey, why not? They live close by. They're paying a pretty good little bit of money for it, so let's take it. Now, I did use the Canon 5D Mark II with it, with the Sigma 35mm art lens, and it did a phenomenal job. It was one of my most favorite times photographing stuff, especially since the 35mm f1.4 did a great job focusing at this shoot, actually. But I recommend people buying this lens. I don't know yet. I don't know if it's in your budget yet, or if it's in anyone's budget. This is a pretty expensive lens at around $600 to $900, depending if you want it used or new. I was mainly looking at a Tamron 35mm f1.8 when I was searching for my 35mm when I was on Amazon, but something with shipping, it would have taken longer and this lens would have came much sooner. So I went with the Sigma. that's how I came across it. It arrived, I hooked it up, took it on this shoot, took it on, and we're going to be taking it on future shoots. It has done a phenomenal job. Sigma should be very proud of their art lineup, and I thank them for making it more affordable than the Canon primes. I want to thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want, and have a good day.